What's up, everybody? This is Steve, the Blue Collar Cook, and I've lost 150 pounds eating delicious food just like this. Come on, we're going to show you how to make it today. All right, now let's talk about these ingredients. But before we do, just remember this. Sometimes you forget you're awesome. So this is your reminder. Now, why are you awesome? Because you're trying to eat healthier and improve things. So thumbs up to you. Let's talk about it. We've got 1 3/4 cup of almond flour. We've got a cup of pureed pumpkin. Now listen, this is just the only ingredient on the can should say pumpkin, okay? And it's pureed. We've got 2 eggs. We've got 1/3 cup of melted butter. We've got 3/4 cup of sweetener. I'm using Allulose in this one. We've got 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, and I'm using Lily's, but you can use whichever one you like. I've got 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice because it is pumpkin spice season, and that's what this recipe is all about. And 2 teaspoons of baking powder. All right, let's throw it in a bowl, shake it up, and get it ready. All right, now the only thing we need to do is mix this stuff up in my real fancy bowl, of course. Then while I'm mixing all this up, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications if you're interested in a keto, low carb lifestyle. I've lost 150 pounds doing this, and it's took a long time because I've had setbacks and things like that, but my channel is for a couple purposes. I started it on the recommendation of my sponsor because I had a drinking problem, and he said, Steve, you need a hobby to get your mind off of drinking. So I was already trying to eat healthier, and I figured, well, hey, why not just start making YouTube videos and documenting my journey? So I did that, and I'm excited to share it with you. And I make simple stuff. There's nothing hard about anything that I make. If I can do it, I know anybody can do it. So, yep, subscribe if you want to see how this thing turns out in the end, I guess. But as for now, we're making some pumpkin spice deliciousness. So we're just going to mix this up with the old Armstrong mixer. And we'll hit the fast forward button and jam out for a second. Ooh. Oh yeah, got the burn going. All right, so that's mixed up, and the only thing we need to do now is put it in a kind of a loaf pan. I have one here, and I'm using a silicone loaf pan that's been well greased. If you're using a metal one, you might want to line it with parchment paper so that you can pull it out and grease it real good, so you can get it out. I love the silicone ones, and if you look in the description, you can see a link where to get these, but normally they pop right out, no sticking, no mess, and it looks pretty cool because, yeah. But anyway, let's get this in there. Just like this, yeah. I've never really been a crazy about pumpkin spice lattes or whatever the hoorah's all about, but I know a lot of you love this stuff, and this one's going to be on a little bit on the carby side, so moderation is key in this one just because of the pumpkins. But if you're looking for a nice little treat to have at maybe Thanksgiving or a fall festival or whatever the occasion might be, this might do just wonders. So. All right, I'm going to spread it around nice and neat in here. Get it even. Don't want to leave any pumpkin spice behind. So we'll scrape it out. I have to say it already smells wonderful. And I've got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. And we're going to go put it in there for about 45 minutes or until you put a toothpick in the middle and it comes out clean. So, all right, I see. That looks all right there. And the only thing we need to do now is sprinkle our chocolate chips on. Just for a little decoration and maybe just a little dab of flavoring. Because chocolate makes everything better, right? And I don't want I don't want to cover the whole thing up with this, so I'm not going to use the whole quarter cup. That's baker's choice, I guess, but if you want to use the whole quarter of a cup, go ahead. But I'm going to get these in the oven, get it in the oven, and we'll get back together here in just about 40 minutes or so. There's what it looks like before I stick it in the oven. So we're going. All right, friends, you know this is my favorite time of the video, taste test time, and you can see that right there. Oh yeah, I'm ready to try this out. Man, that is incredible. Man, just the right amount of pumpkin spice flavoring, just the right amount of moisture in that thing. Oh man, that is so good. Hey, don't be afraid, give it a try, and if you want extra chocolate chips on yours, go for it. I just put a couple on mine to give it some chocolatey flavor, but I'm very impressed and pleased to have it. So I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee and eat the rest of my cake here. All right, I'm here with Robert, blue-collar worker, down at the factory, and he's going to try this pumpkin creation out. So give it a try and tell me what you think about it.
Very good. Moist. Well, not too sweet.
Not too
Tasty.
sweet. Well, I appreciate your honesty, so you going to give that a blue-collar thumbs up? Yeah, all right. Man, I took this recipe to work and I shared it with my coworkers, and everybody seemed to like it a lot. And the best thing about it is it's easy and simple to make. I think it's one of my favorite dessert recipes I've made. It had the texture of pound cake, but yet it wasn't really sweet, and it was just the perfect combination, and we all loved it. And like I said, it is a little carby, so be mindful of that. I cut mine in slices about maybe an inch, yeah, that much. But that was my serving size. I think I got 12 of them out of that whole loaf, how I divided it up. But give it a try. Don't be afraid, man. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and have a great day.